Okay, it says we're live. I'm turning on my torch. I'm lighting my flame. Time to melt some glass, my friends. There you are. Here I am to explain, to teach, and create again. Okay, last night I did a video, and matter of fact, I've got to do a couple of quick things here I forgot to do. Stupid me, but we'll get there. Uh, One of them is get to the actual chat room that people, if there's somebody watching. If not, that's fine. I knew this because it was unannounced and I didn't put it anywhere. But last night I worked on this dragon, and it is where I attached the bowl to the dragon right here. I attached this part to the whole dragon, and it worked out really, really well. Put it in the oven, and it's looking really, really sweet. I tapped off down here by the mouth, and when I did that, it broke off a little funny, but I actually played with it and heated it up, and it's gonna suck really good. Anyway, uh, and other than that, actually, I've got to do one more quick thing where I attach the cold weld up here. I left a little bit of clear glass, and I'm going to light up the torch and see what I can do about getting that sort of taken care of. And I should have done the other parts of it too, where I doctored the nose and stuff. Um, but I didn't. Sorry about that, folks. You'll have to sue me later or something, okay? Okay, first of all, when you're going back into a piece, it's good to have a nice bushy flame to deal with. And all I have to do is just attach a punty there and pull that little clear nib off. There we go. A bushy flame helps warm it in and warm it out a little bit. So you're not just sort of jumping into a hot flame. Anyway, so with that, we're going to do one more little thing. I'm working with that same tubing that I did yesterday, and I made this bat out of it. And that was the other thing that I made on that video. It's a short bat, and works well. Something you can nudge into your hand really nice. I'm going to work with that same piece. This time I'm going to do another bat, but I'm going to add a little bit more decoration to the outside. And again, I should be warming this tubing up a little bit as I do this. So it doesn't get a little bit of stress going on. Seal that up. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put the blow hose on the end of this piece of tubing, which I will do real quick. It's over here, just out of view, of course. On my blow hose, again, I was connected to the video that I did these little mouthpieces on, and it seems to be a popular item compared to most of mine. I mean, it's got 15,000 hits on it, which is like, wow. But it's a basic mouthpiece, and that actually I'll connect you to the newest one that I just did on my YouTube Libby channel. And with that, it's going to show you me actually putting it in my mouth so that you can see what it looks like and how it sits in your mouth instead of yanking down and pulling away from your mouth. Anyway, let me just go ahead and now with this one, I know so many thousand things to do in 4 minutes to do it all in. I'm going to put a cold weld right here and I'm going to stretch it out like I did before. And you know what? I am going to do a very interesting wigwag pattern going on here because I can. I like where it went yesterday with the wigwag. I'll bring it back up and show it to you again. Maybe that's what I need to do is do these things in steps so you can see the progress, potato, who knows, of how, like I did yesterday, I made that one piece and now I showed it to you. And now I'm going to make another piece and I'll show that to you tomorrow, the next day, next time I get up on the video, just because I can. And the wigwag, again, I'm sort of, you have to heat it up and go down it a little bit further and twist it in one direction. And then you go down a little bit further and then heat it up and twist in the other direction. Well, we got some stress going on at the bottom end of this thing, and I'm going to have to heat it all up and seal it together well. It just cracked up a really good storm. Nothing terrible. Good thing I had a punte over here on this side. It could have flumped down and dropped right off. There we go. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and continue to do that wigwag pattern. Again, it's looking really, really good. Swivel back and forth. Um, it's just a patient thing with my torch. I'm running just a 10 liter per minute oxygen concentrator. I could put another 5 on it to make it run a little bit faster and a little bit meaner, but sometimes it's better to show you a slow version of it than a fast and furious version. Right, right, right. And again, the wigwag is basically we twist in one direction, go down the tube a little bit and heat it up and twist it in the other direction. Now I'm going to try to tighten it up a little bit and go down the tube the other direction and twist and tighten. Oops. Not a big oops, but a little oops. Nice twist curves going on. I believe the encased tubing that our rod that our color that I'm using is called Silver Strike. Very interesting. I think it's from North Star. For those that are interested, down the road. Okay, tubing's made. We're going to do the bat. I like where the wigwag is going really nice. Okay, this end is going to be the mouthpiece side, and over here is going to be the, well, actually, I'm going to switch that. I'm going to make this the little chellum side just by blowing it out. Here we go. Not going to make it too big. Could. Yeah, might start a trend. Huge ones, right? Okay, I'm going to blow the bubble here. And again, you're not trying to do a bubble gum bubble and over pressurize and pop it. You're trying to just put a little bit more pressure, a little bit at a time to make it a little bit more bulgy. You saw it go, and that's all you need. You don't need overdoing it. You just need to do it. Okay, I'm going to do a single flame here to really get down on the constriction. There we are. I'm going to thin it out and then constrict it a little bit. Like so, and then just sort of let it get back into itself a little bit bigger. And that's also about where I want it. You really can't tell until you blow out the mouth. I mean, blow out the bit piece here and see what it's looking like on the inside. Sometimes it takes practice. I did that purposefully to bring out the end. And of course, I need some tweezers handy. I'm going to take a little bit of this stuff off here. There we go. Now I'm going to flare it with a graphite rod. Not a lot. And with it down at a smaller flame, really nice constriction going on, and it doesn't look like it's too bad. I'm going to leave it just as is. I'm going to, actually, I'm going to fix the mouth just a little bit. There's a little bit of a nib that's a little bit higher than the rest. So that works out better. And you can also heat it up a little bit and smash it against a flat surface. to make it more even if you like so. Okay. But again, I sort of, it's not irregular, but it does do the job, and it gives it a little bit of a rustic look the way I do it, but it's really nice and thick. Oh, you know what I forgot? Well, I said I was going to make this one a little bit more elaborate than the last, which I will. Now that, oh, I don't need, I dropped my mouthpiece out of my mouth and it turned my valve off. Isn't that nice? Okay, we're going to flare this to go to the width of the mouthpiece. Not the mouthpiece, but the end over here. Just for a cold weld for the time being. Now I'm going to warm it up a little bit. Oops. There we go. A little bit more of a flame going on. Letting it work down to the end of the, where I'm going to put the mouthpiece. Probably, that's a good length right there. And I'll stretch it a little bit. Let it flow like I do. It's very important to learn how to not overdo, but where you can thin and stretch out a piece of tubing so it does what you want it to do, where you want it to do it. You can see that narrowing down. I'm going to do it a little bit more here. There we go. And I'm going to pull it off right about there. That'll give me, I'll add another little color to the end and make another little something later on with this piece of color that's left over. I always use things right up to the nub. Fringe of a shoestring budget is the way I work things. And there we go. And of course, I'm not really, I sort of collapsed it, but that's not a bad thing because all you got to do is heat up right here at the very, very tip. Really, really hot and orange, and then pinch and pull. And you create, if you get it thin enough, you create a gap. My problem was I did it thin enough, but I didn't do it quick enough. Not quick enough, but do it one more time. There we go. There we go. Opened it wide enough this time, I think. Woo. Nope. Just my luck. There we go. Har, 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 har. Wide enough for me to get in there. Oops. Now that I got that opening, I guess I can hold on to it. Nope. Get that cold weld back on there. Of course, like I said, I try to show you that, yes, you can have problems and still go forward. So don't fret and don't despair. Just keep going. You know what I mean, Vern? Because the minute you give up, you've lost. But there are times you have to sort of back off, walk away, cool down, come back with a better head on your shoulders, and work with what you got. Persistence pays off mainly. I really want to tell you persistence does pay off, because you walk away and never come back, you've lost. But if you walk away, gain your composure, and come back with a new prospect or whatever, even sometimes it may be a day or so, that's what it takes. But don't let it get the better of you. I always say there is a way, you just got to find it. Just like Edison and the light bulb, he had to do 5,000 or a whole bunch of thousands of experiments and screw ups to finally find the right one filament that would work for for the light bulb. Okay, one thing I haven't done yet is put the bumps on. The mouthpiece, I think, is about ready. I can tap it off without getting the others. Oh, of course I did that. That'll work. Now this time, I'm going to do just one big bump. Okay? One big bump. But a very interesting bump at that. Because I'm going to have to you're going to have to take this as a leap of faith. Ha ha ha. You'll see what I'm saying in just a second. Bring that down just a little bit. Flatten it out slightly. And then I'm going to add a little bit more here. Add more to the bump. There's more to this than just meets the eye. And when you want tweezers and they're not around, whistle. I just had them a second ago. You know that. Oh, here they are. They're over here. Let's do this. Pressurize that. Press it in a little bit. You'll see what's going on in just a second. It's not as noticeable right now, but it will be very, very quickly. There's one eye. There's another eye. Now I got to put some legs on this thing. With the legs, I've got to make sure that I do this right. What I'm doing here is I'm just putting it there for just a second so that I can stretch out for the legs. Okay. And let it cool, let it cool, let it cool. And it should pull right off. Okay. Here we go. Add one of the front legs. Make sure you're drawing it on there really, really nice. Here goes the other. Going forward. It's getting there. Looking really good too. And the front legs, the back legs, they sort of do a fold and pull. To do this one at the right angle is the fun part. Here we go. Pull it up, fold it over, pull it forward a little bit. Oops. There we go. Now I gotta put a point to the knee there so that you can see where the and last bit of detail. little bitty toesies. And again, tomorrow I will show you, or the next time I do a pipe video, what this one turned out to be looking like. I'm almost done here. It may flump like that from time to, oh, I got an idea. Let's do that. Let's give it a little bit better of a base. On the bottom here. So it doesn't roll. I'm only going to do the one bump, but hey, you want to show the prettiness on the top. So this will do it. Add a little bit of bulkiness to it, but it'll do the job. Here we go. Now I'm going to top off the other end. Fire polish it from where I had the cold weld. And folks, we got ourselves a little frog bat. And with that, folks, simple, effective, creative. Hope you enjoyed it. And putting it in the oven. Just off view. Changing my video angle here in just a second. Here we go. So you can see who I am, what I'm doing. Again, thank you for being there. I enjoy the chance to enlighten you and help you to realize that there are ways to make it look better and also functional. Not just, you know, the the edge, but not the edge. That's the wrong word. But put some art to it. If you feel like, hey, let's put a little bit of a spot and color here, or this, that, and the other thing, make it yours. Don't just make it, one boom, it's there. Make it so that you like what you're doing and add a little flair. It never hurts. So until next time, as I say in my other channel, enjoy your day. And carpe vitro is one thing I like to say because, again, just like carpe diem, where you seize the day, carpe vitro, seize the glass. Make it work for you. So until next time, enjoy your day.